Hello everybody and welcome. My name is Alessandro Lepore and I'm Technical Marketing Manager for Simcenter Testing Solutions. In the next few minutes, my colleague Agnieszka and I will have the pleasure of talking to you about the new developments in our Simcenter Testlab 2206 release. But before diving into the new updates and features, I want to start with the reason that drives us to continuously innovate our software and hardware solutions. What we see across the industries is that testing and simulation teams are constantly challenged to develop their products faster. All of that in a world where product complexity is growing, together with the need to save development costs. The difficulty for these test and CAE teams is to ensure efficient operation in an environment where they often have to work with disconnected processes and in-house tools. Those are typically expensive to maintain and don't connect well with each other. Our goal with this release is to enable you to accurately capture the complexity of your products, make your measurement campaigns go faster, easily explore your design alternatives, and integrate your testing and simulation process through a unified environment. Following that, we will have to go through major enhancements in 4 areas. System NVH prediction using Simcenter Virtual Prototype Assembly, efficient NVH performance evaluation in Simcenter Testlab Neo, scalable collaboration with Simcenter Data Management Solutions, and finally, low data acquisition in harsh environments with Simcenter SCADA's RS. You may be already familiar with Simcenter Virtual Prototype Assembly, or VPA, which we launched last year. It is a dedicated solution for front-loading NVH evaluation throughout the development cycle. It allows engineers to assemble virtual systems based on separate modular component models, coming from test, simulation, or a combination of both. Once the assembly is built, users can easily swap new component designs to explore variants and understand the overall impact on NVH performances. In this release, we have a few major updates to the VPA solution. So let's explore the possibilities together. First of all, we integrated the VPA assembler workbook in the Simcenter Testlab Neo family. So you can now leverage advanced process designer functionalities to analyze the prediction results in the same way at every stage of the development process. Next, with the support of multi-level substructuring, it is possible to add intermediate structures to the full system model. These passive components, such as subframes, axle carriers, suspensions, are often used to improve the isolation from the vibration source, strongly complicating the NVH prediction of the whole assembly. In the VPA solution, you can now predict vibrations at all structural elements up to the receiver by leveraging the integrated FRF-based substructuring technology. This enables you to evaluate the NVH performance of many design alternatives and quickly converge to an optimal architecture. Modern complex systems also typically have multiple sources of noise and vibration. Therefore, you are now able to leverage the path recombination calculation to combine them within the same NVH model. In this way, you will have a full view on their combined airborne and structure-borne contributions. Last but not least, there is often a large variety of operational conditions to be analyzed. Multiple boundary conditions need to be considered at the same time, such as torque or temperature. The introduction of source components with multi-dependency loads allows evaluating a wide range of complex driving scenarios, including run-ups at different torque levels and complex XCV drive cycles. So to sum up, the added value of Simcenter Virtual Prototype Assembly lies in the combination of simulation and test component models. This helps you to easily explore the NVH performance of interconnected interior and exterior elements and ensure you meet your targets throughout the development. And now I'd like to give the word to Agnieszka, who will introduce you the enhancements of our NVH performance evaluation tools.
Thank you, Alessandro. No one likes to have to repeat a process over and over again. Yet, many data processing tools will force engineers to do just that. That's why Simcenter Testlab Neo Process Designer helps you to process your data faster by creating reusable, automated NVH evaluation routines from segment extraction up to the dedicated metric calculation and reporting. This way, you can scale your analysis from quick troubleshooting up to advanced processing. Standard fixed sampling and order tracking processing have been extended with additional features such as angle map calculation and tacho moment correction. The process is completed with the new block calculator, which will allow you to execute in-house procedures, such as, for an example, an extraction of an order content from an overall level measurement. Finally, you can now automatically export all of your results to Excel with the new Report to Excel method. But let's move on to the acoustic domain. To allow you to master the sound signature of your product, we've completed the psychoacoustic metric offering of Simcenter Testlab Neo with the introduction of ECMA 418 roughness. Next to that, we've improved the performance of tonality calculations and included the possibility to apply user-defined FRF filters during audio replay. But my absolute favorite feature of this release is the possibility to easily save the effect of your audio replay filters as a new time trace, which will be then immediately available for further processing, what-if calculations, or simply as input to machine learning algorithms or jury testing. Additionally, you can now define your in-house preference metrics, the so-called golden equations, using the same block calculator that we already discussed. But NVH performance cannot exist without structural analysis. This is why Simcenter Testlab Neo has been extended with several tools, which will allow you to create test geometries in a more efficient way, interactively animate the measured data, and visualize the operational response. The new operational data animation application is designed to quickly gain insight into the behavior of your structure. You can interactively extract the structural and acoustic responses of your product, both from functions, so FRFs, spectra, orders, but now also from waterfall data, to easily animate your geometry and save the individual operating points. In my experience as an acoustic engineer, I find this approach to NVH evaluation extremely powerful, but at the same time very user-friendly. We do also have relevant updates in our solution for process and data management. Physical test engineers aren't the only people who care about test data. Simulation engineers, suppliers, and other key stakeholders also value data captured by the testing teams. As a result, test data needs to be integrated within the broader development digital thread. Engineers need to be able to conveniently share results throughout the organization. As you probably know from our previous release, Simcenter Testlab Neo Desktop already provides the initial building block of our solution. It enables you not only to easily evaluate, analyze, and report test and simulation results, but also to share them with your team. This maximizes efficiency and provides engineering insight even when handling large volumes of data. Still, these measurements tend to be poorly annotated, if at all, and scattered throughout the company. Often, there are no standard procedures for naming conventions, test descriptions, workflows, and data sharing between teams. This very easily results in high data management cost or data simply never being used at all. Simcenter Testlab Data Management allows you to scale up from a local solution to a centralized ASM ODS database. The data can be published and retrieved based on engineering properties and context information in a standardized yet customizable way. What does it mean in practice? When evaluating results from product A, you can very quickly decide to automatically overlay them with historical data measured on product B with just a few clicks. As we mentioned before, the collaboration between simulation and test teams, or even between different companies, is growing in importance. To facilitate this, Simcenter Testlab 2206 supports Accelerator Share, our cloud collaboration platform. This solution is compatible with all products in the Simcenter portfolio and can be scaled up based on your needs. Accelerator Share allows different teams to collaborate securely with customers, each with their appropriate access control. When there is a need to go beyond pure secure data sharing, Teamcenter Simulation can serve as a bridge to the various Simcenter authoring solutions, including Simcenter Testlab. Simulation and test engineers use a wide variety of commercial and in-house tools in their workflows. This often requires an open ecosystem, such as Teamcenter Simulation, to efficiently manage their data and processes. This enhances the collaboration by harmonizing the process and data management approach across all simulation and test domains. To summarize, Simcenter Testlab Data Management Solution offers a productive and unified collaboration platform where data can be safely stored and shared while staying integrated in the PLM environment. And back to you, Alessandro, for the next release update.
Thank you, Agnieszka. So the last feature I want to talk to you about relates to load data acquisition. Your products are complex machines, and you need to understand what's happening to them in operating conditions. But it can be a challenge to acquire load data in harsh environments when operating at extreme levels of temperature, vibrations, and dust. For this reason, last year, we introduced the Simcenter SCADAS RS. In this release, we further develop its capabilities to make you go faster in your field data acquisition while measuring the complex performance of your machines. We've seen with many customers that the importance of digital buses continues to increase. More and more sensors, such as inertia measurement units, wheel force transducers, and thermocouples deliver their data via CAN bus. Additionally, the usage of vehicle bus data goes beyond documentation only. That's why we launched the new Simcenter SCADAS RS digital inputs unit, which allows you to measure up to 9 additional pulse inputs and 4 CAN channels. In today's market, we also see an increased use of real-time field buses to share analog data, for instance with test bench controllers. EtherCAT has especially become a new standard for the so-called road-to-rig scenario. Based on that, we introduced the Simcenter SCADAS RS EtherCAT unit, which allows you to share digitalized data with test bench controllers, further improving the productivity and quality of your road-to-rig objectives. The next topic is unattended acquisition, absolutely mandatory in off-highway applications when you need to collect data over multiple days of machine operation. Thanks to the Simcenter SCADAS RS UPS unit, the hardware will boot automatically as soon as power is available or when the vehicle is switched on. The system will be up and running, waiting for trigger conditions to start or stop the measurements and safely store the acquired data. To top it off, you can also monitor the status remotely with your mobile device. This tremendously increases resource availability, as both the machine operator and the engineer can focus on additional tasks during the data acquisition. With this, we'd like to thank you for following this quick update on Simcenter Testlab 2206. If you want to know more, don't forget to check out our release blogs. You will find more detailed information on how this release can support you in capturing the complexity of your products, go faster with your test campaigns, explore the possibilities of your designs, and stay integrated with your broader organization. Thank you for your attention, and please visit our website for more information.